I feel like I'm losing my voice, like I'm getting really sick and I don't know why. So, anyway, let's get into why we're actually here. So, as you probably read by the title of this video, this is episode 2 of the Back to School series, and this one is on how to survive your sophomore year of high school. So when you become a sophomore, you're kind of more used to being in school. You kind of, know where everything is at. You have your set group of friends, whatever. So what I recommend for every year, and I forgot to mention this in the last video, but for every year, make sure you do like school activities. Like, don't be the lame person who doesn't go to football games or doesn't go to homecoming or doesn't go to whatever school event. Doesn't go to it because they think they're too good for it or they think it's lame or whatever. Don't be that person. And the reason why you shouldn't be that person is because those events are what makes memories in high school. For me, like, high school really sucked. Like, my freshman and sophomore year were really great, and then all the other years were kind of crappy. Spoiler alert. But like, what I've learned is to make sure you go to those events and don't be that lame person. However, when you're a sophomore and a freshman, especially, like, I know it was at my school, I don't know if this is nationwide or universal, and I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure. You couldn't go to prom if you were a freshman or a sophomore unless a junior or a senior asked you. Well, I think that's really, like, I'm glad that prom is for upperclassmen. However, I feel like the ability to be able to ask a sophomore or a freshman is kind of crappy because it turns into a popularity fest, and I think that's really wrong, because it's like, if you don't get asked to prom when you're a freshman or a sophomore, then you can't go, and then it sucks because then you're like, oh, well, I'm not popular enough to go to prom, or whatever the case may be. Like, it sucks. And like, don't feel bad if you don't get asked to prom when you're a freshman or a sophomore. What I've learned, and like, if you really want to go to prom and you're a freshman or a sophomore, don't tell everyone this secret. But what I've learned is, if you have a friend who's like a junior or a senior, like, even if, like, let's say, like, you're a girl and they're a girl, like, you can secretly sneak them in. Because I did that. Like, don't tell anyone, but I did that my sophomore year. Like, my friend was a junior and she just bought me a ticket and snuck me in. So I got to go to prom my sophomore year, but a boy didn't ask me. So that's dumb. I hate that it's a popularity contest. That's what I hate about it. But like I said, if you get asked, even if it's just by your friend, go, because it's fun. And what else? So my sophomore year, I had quite a lot of friends, but I was also very, very sick during my sophomore year. And obviously this may not relate to you because you may not be sick your sophomore year. But I was very sick with a nose infection, and I had to have nose surgery, and so on and so forth. And like, it kind of shows you who your true friends are. Definitely you are at an age where you are finding boys attractive and you are jealous a lot of the times, and you get hurt easily, and it sucks. It sucks, whatever. But what I can just say, like, I know I'm just rambling and you don't know what point I'm getting to, but what I'm trying to say is, don't necessarily wear your heart on your sleeve when you are that young. And this can go for really any grade in high school, but I know when I was a sophomore, I was madly in love with this boy who could not care less about me. So that was fun, you know. Not really, but you learn lessons in life, and you learn how you want to and how you don't want to be treated by other people. And you get in fights with your friends because you've been with them so long. And even though it's just like I don't know how long you guys have been in your current school, but I know for me, I was getting into a lot of fights, and not like physical fights, but just like arguments with friends. Who is calling me at such a ridiculous hour? Hello? That was my mother, so I can't just ignore her phone call. But anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, it's kind of an awkward age, but with anything else, you have to give it your all and try really hard at whatever you do. Like for me, for example, I was in student council, and I was in this group called STARS. And I spent a lot of time in these two groups. They were very important to me, and I gave it my all. And what else? I made a lot of memories too. Like, I wasn't afraid to invite my friends over to my house, which was never a thing before. Like, I never would invite them over, you know, to have a movie night or whatever. And I felt really, like, for the most part anyway, like I had a lot of friends, like I was really close with them, and it was kind of a unique experience because I had never really been friends with boys before, and that can be a blessing and a curse. It could go either way. But definitely, like, put yourself out there, like I said the last time, and really try as hard as you can. Let me think what else happened. So a lot of girls are afraid to ask someone out, especially at that age. And I think it's universal. I don't think it's just, you know, what age are you, 15, 16-year-olds? I honestly think it's universal, and I think it is very sexist and whatever, and I have never been that type of person. So my sophomore year, I asked this guy out twice, and both times he rejected me. But that's okay, because I rather, you know, do something and have a fear of doing it and strike out than to never try at all. So that's a lesson to definitely learn, is don't be afraid to do things that scare you. You know, like, if it scares you to ask out the guy that you like, ask him out anyway. What is the worst he's gonna say? No? Okay, he says no. Who cares? Like, move on and go to someone else. And also, another thing to learn is whoever you're dating or whoever you like is not the person you're going to marry. So take chances and don't really care. Like, don't care about the silly little stuff. Take chances, and then, you know, it may work out, it may not, but at least you took the chance, right? So yeah, that's pretty much how you survive your sophomore year. At least that's how I survived mine. I feel like I ramble a lot, but comment below if you guys are finding this helpful. I definitely am going to continue doing them and finish it off to the senior year, because it definitely gets harder the more you're in school. At least it did for me. Alright, so definitely subscribe down below so you don't miss out on any other videos like this, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.